They shall not pass! No, it's not Gandalf the Grey, but DRBC 007. I'm here once again and I want to talk to you about the new DLC for Battlefield 1. And we got a little bit more information last Friday regarding the upcoming French DLC, They Shall Not Pass. So before we get our teeth stuck into the new concept art, I have to say that DICE did say straight away that this is still a work in progress, and as such the artwork may not be fully represented in the final version. So let's get to it. A big part of this DLC will revolve around the Battle of Verdun, and DICE's concept art is a truly terrifying and striking resemblance of that terrible battle, and what we can expect from our theatre of war. The Battle of Verdun was the longest lasting single battle in World War I, stretching 9 whole months. It started in the bitterly cold February of 1916, and in its duration 40 million artillery shells were fired. This insane bombardment was started early on when over 1 million shells were fired in a battle that soldiers would call the Devil's Anvil. This early devastation created massive forest fires that completely destroyed the countryside and could be seen from incredibly far away. The continued shelling transformed the landscape into a barren, charred and lunar world, with scorched earth and massive muddy craters littered with smouldering vegetation. The village of Samogneux and entire forests were completely erased as the Battle of Verdun pulverized everything in its path, and in this one piece of concept art you can see a church in ruins and a smouldering forest that's still burning on the hilltop. The Battle of Verdun is going to feature in this DLC, and probably heavily, as DICE want to focus on the initial stages of that bloody and truly terrifying battle. The next image you can see is of the French army holding back a German assault in what appears to be either an underground tunnel or part of a fort or bunker, and DICE confirmed that this is the latter. In the blog post they stated, the stories of the heroic garrison inside the Fort Vaux inspired us deeply. They fought a tough battle for every inch in the dark in these underground corridors. Down here in the maze of dark galleries, the French and Germans fought ferociously with grenades, flamethrowers and poison gases. To me, this looks like a close quarters combat dream. Intense fighting, shoulder to shoulder, and perhaps more closely resembles what we thought World War I may have been like. With tattered French flags on the walls, fire in the distance, and bodies dropping everywhere, this will make for an intense arena. Obviously, this type of map won't suit everyone. I know a few of those, they're my squad mates, they don't like this kind of fighting, probably because they're not quite good enough, but not everybody is going to enjoy this gameplay. Some will loathe it. But looking at what's on offer, I think DICE are trying to cater to very different gameplay styles, with close quarters combat, trench warfare, and massive open areas to snipe, drive, fly, and of course, die. It is rumoured that DICE are working on a full trench network map, because it more closely resembles what we thought we would be getting from a World War I game. People think cold soldiers freezing in the trenches, trench foot, writing poems to loved ones, stretches of silence and then deafening bombardments, and of course that heroic and completely insane charge over the top of the trenches into no man's land. Perhaps this image is alluding to that. In this particular image, you can see the forest fires of the Battle of Verdun in the distance and a complex network of trenches in the foreground, and I think DICE give it away a little bit in their blog post. Underneath some of these trenches, tunnels and underground fortresses provide for a new experience yet unexplored in Battlefield 1. The last bit of concept art you can see, or moreover the last bit of information DICE wrote, is something that really excites me. In contrast to Verdun, the Battle of Soissons in late 1918 inspired us to create a new set of maps that captures the massive French tank assaults. The fighting revolves around a key bridge over the Aisne River, and something big lurks around the village of Fim. This could hopefully see us in massive tank-on-tank warfare, and something I am really keen on experiencing. The armoured beasts we see on the battlefield are usually solitary roaming giants that occasionally encounter others in a quick battle to the death, but if we had an explosive battle with almost every single person in tanks, that would be a totally new experience, and one I would be really excited to try out. There is also a little gem of a hint in this bit of text too. Something big lurks around the village of Fim. Could this be a nod to the new Behemoth? I think so. One is supposed to drop, but it hasn't been stated when, and I think something is telling me that this could be it, and I think it's a great time for us and for the game. The concept art is truly beautiful, striking, and intensely terrifying, and if the maps live up to this, the DLC is going to be incredible, and I want to know what you guys all think. please do tell me in the comments below, because I want to know what you're most looking forward to, what you'd like to see, and what you think the new Behemoth, if it comes out, will be. Now, ladies and gentlefolk, if you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Battlefield 1 news, rumours, tips and tricks, or my take on all things Battlefield 1, you need to have notifications turned on. You need to go to my channel page and click on the little bell next to the subscription button. Make sure all notifications are turned on, that way when one of my videos goes live, they'll end up in your subscription feed and you'll know another one is ready for you to view and admire. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Do let me know down below what you think about the DLC for Battlefield 1. I'm really excited about it, and I know you guys are too. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, as it means a lot to me. Thank you once again, and until next time, I'll be continuing to lurk in the shadow of a giant. I'm DRBC 007, signing off.